All right, what's your name and grade?
Chase Miller. I am a senior.
Okay, how long have you wrestled, Chase?
I wrestled all 4 years of high school and 2 years in middle school.
What got you into wrestling? Why did you?
My family,
Your family? Specifically who in your family?
my brother and my grandpa.
Your brother and grandpa? I know your brother, so why did your brother and grandpa get you into the sport?
Because they used to do it and they really enjoyed it, and it got them more physically and mentally prepared for life.
Okay. So your grandpa, I don't know about this. Tell me about your grandpa wrestling. Do you know much about his history?
He used to wrestle a lot in high school, but I don't know too much about it.
I got you. And your brother wrestled for North Pitt, and I used to coach him. All right. So what did you expect wrestling to be like before you started?
Well, I knew it was going to be tiring, and I knew if you worked every day, you would get better at it.
So you knew it was going to be tiring?
Yes.
So then why did you decide to come out if you knew it was going to be tiring?
Because I want to better myself for school and also for the future.
Okay. And how do you think wrestling does that?
Mentally and physically.
Yeah. So you said mentally and physically. So tell me a time physically. Let's talk about physical. How is it physically demanding?
Because you're always pushing yourself during the match to get the shot or a takedown. You're always trying to get reverses, which require a lot of movement and a lot of skills and moves to be used.
Okay. What about the mental aspect? You said mentally tough. Explain how wrestling prepares you to become mentally tough.
Well, if you think bad things are going to happen. If you think good and have a good outcome on it, then you should do good.
Okay. Let's talk about a little bit about your wrestling. So, what is your wrestling highlight so far?
I guess I'm a good cradler.
You're a good cradler, so that's what your go-to move is? Okay. So what's one thing you want to improve on this year?
Getting up in my conditioning.
Okay. All right. Senior year, right? So it's the last year, so you gotta go up in conditioning. So let's say I'm a new guy. I've never wrestled before. You come to me and you say you're wrestling, and I look at you really weird. Like, wrestling, what would you talk to me about then?
I would say it's not about how you look. It's about how well you can get knocked down and get back up and keep going and pushing yourself.
So what's a situation where you got knocked down and come back up?
I got elbowed in the eye. I
remember that.
Messed up knee.
Yeah.
And I always came back to it.
Mm-hmm. So when you look back on let's say you're 40 years old now, you have a wife and kids, all right, and your kid comes to you, he's starting high school, what would you tell him about wrestling?
Have fun and enjoy it.
Okay.
It's mentally tough and physically tough, but it's all about the sport.
Yeah. So just personally, what are you thinking about doing after you graduate high school?
Try to get a job in the welding.
Are you a welder? Okay. All right. You any good?
Yeah.
You're
big, but not stick.
I gotcha. Okay. So for the camera, let's stay here. What are some goals you have this season?
Get better at conditioning, push myself harder, and also become a state champion or place at states.
Okay. I like it. Good luck this season, Chase.